Let's cut through the noise and get right to the heart of it. Emotions. They don't just magically appear out of nowhere. They're reactions to beliefs that your mind has cooked up. That's the brutal truth. You're not just feeling stuff for no reason. Every emotional surge, every moment of discomfort, it's got a story attached to it. Your body reacts to a belief you created about yourself or the world, and it plays it out in your emotions. Now let's say you see someone from your past and suddenly, boom, your heart's pounding, your chest tightens. You feel insecure. Why? What just happened? Here's the thing. There's a belief hiding in the background. A belief like I'm not good enough, or they're better than me, or even I need to impress them. There it is. You feel like you've got to prove yourself, that you're not worthy, unless you have their approval. It's this belief that's stirring you up. But the question is, why are you still holding on to this? Now let's take a deep breath and break it down. You're triggered, sure, but you're also holding on to something that isn't real anymore. This belief, it's outdated. It's like keeping your computer running on ancient software that's been long obsolete. And the moment you start to question it, that's when the magic happens. Let's use a simple metaphor here. Think of your emotions like a wave in the ocean. A huge wave crashes on the shore and looks intimidating, right? But guess what? It's just water. The wave might seem huge, scary and unstoppable. But the moment you stop running from it and look at it with curiosity, the wave begins to lose its power. The same way your emotions lose their hold when you stop resisting them. When you acknowledge the belief that triggered the emotion, you can reframe it. When you see that belief is false, that's when it's time to let go. You can turn that wave from something that drags you down into something that propels you forward. So how does that work in real life? Let's walk through it with another example. You're at a social gathering. Someone walks in and suddenly you feel that old familiar discomfort. You start thinking, oh no, they're more popular, they're more confident, they're better than me. You get a little nervous. Now take a second to question that belief. Is it true? Are they really better than you? Or have you just been taught to think that way? Maybe your belief stems from an old childhood experience. Maybe you were made to feel inferior. Maybe you had a teacher or a parent who made you feel like you were always second best. But here's the kicker. That's the old story. You can decide that today that belief ends. What happens when you release that belief? You don't get dragged down by it anymore. Instead, you start feeling free. You start feeling in control, confident. You realize your worth. It doesn't come from comparing yourself to anyone. You are enough just as you are. And now your emotional reaction is no longer a weakness. It becomes a strength. You have the power to choose how you react to the world around you. So let's break this down into bite-sized chunks for clarity. Emotions, they're just reactions. Every time your body reacts, whether it's insecurity, anxiety, frustration, it's tied to a belief that you have, and beliefs can be changed. Beliefs shape reality, that's the key. The moment you change the belief, you change your reality. That's how magic works. You start experiencing the world through the lens of a belief that serves you, one that empowers you, not drags you down. The past doesn't control you anymore. So many of us live with these outdated beliefs about who we are, about what we're capable of. But you're not your past. That's just a story, and you get to rewrite it. Now I'm going to ask you a powerful question. What would happen if you no longer allowed your past mistakes, your past failures to control your emotions? What if you could just let go of all of that bullshit? You'd start living freely. You'd start feeling empowered, and the best part, you'd be in control. So let's take another example To make this even clearer, let's say you're about to present something at work and you start feeling that rising sense of fear. Your hands get clammy. Your heart starts racing. Why? Because somewhere deep down there's a belief. I'm going to screw this up. People will think I'm dumb. They won't take me seriously. Let's stop right there. Is that true? Why would you keep running on this belief that you're not good enough? It's time to interrupt that, to cut it off. That belief is false. And when you let go of it, guess what happens? You get calm. You get grounded. You move into your power. Now here's the fun part. How do you interrupt those old beliefs? First, you notice them. Don't try to push them away. Feel them. The moment you feel the tension, ask yourself, where's this belief coming from? Second, reframe it. What's the truth? The truth is you're fully capable. You've got this. You can handle this. Third, release it. Take a deep breath and let go of the old belief. It doesn't serve you anymore. And as you release that belief, you create new space. Space for confidence. Space for success. Space for you to thrive in the present moment. That's how you change. You can do this. You already have everything that you need within you to stop running from your emotions and start embracing them. Every time you acknowledge and release the old story, you become a stronger version of yourself. Now here's the kicker. When you release that emotion, you also release the karma that comes with it. Every time you hold on to the old beliefs, those old emotional responses, you're keeping yourself tied to the past. Let go and you free yourself. You stop creating negative karma and you step into a life of abundance, growth and power. You're sitting with a group of people and you start thinking, they're all smarter than me. They all know more. They won't care what I have to say. Your mind creates the story and your body reacts. You start shutting down. But let's reframe that story. What if everyone here is just as human as you? What if they too have doubts? What if they are just waiting for someone like you to step up, to speak up, to share your ideas? The moment you recognize that you're enough, you're worthy, your voice matters, your body responds differently, your emotions shift, your heart slows, your mind opens up, and that is how you break the cycle. You stop denying emotions, you stop running from them, and in doing so, you allow them to empower you instead of dragging you down. You take back control of your reactions, your beliefs in your life, and let go of the past and step into your true power. You've got this. You just need to own it. And when you do, everything changes forever.